Yep.
Okay, looks like we're live.
All right. Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be focusing on answering your questions about how to create a webinar in our online expo and how to create websites and sales funnels, marketing campaigns using the Builderall program. And Emrys is going to be helping us with his expertise, particularly in regard to the steps that you're on right now that you would like help with. So, Emrys, are you ready to start?
Yeah, I'm ready. Just if anybody has a question, just so you guys, everybody knows what my strength is, my specialty is. I've researched and tested more tools for setting up businesses online than anybody I've ever heard of. It started with Dean asking me, hey, I have this idea, I have that idea, I have this idea, how do I do this, how do I do that? And originally we were trying to custom code everything, but then we when you're coding things, you're always researching online, to try to find out what other programmers are doing. And we discovered that we're in a tool renaissance now, and there's like a tool for everything. So I would just end up researching and finding 100 tools that would do anything that he would ask for, and then having my partner Sophia help me narrow it down, and then I would test them with her help. And ultimately, we ended up using Builderall for Dean for pretty much everything, and we ended up using it ourselves for pretty much everything. Because one of the main problems with all these different tools is the costs would get really high because you would need a different tool for each thing. And then also the learning curve would get too high because you would have to integrate all these different tools that are made by totally different companies with each other. You'd need, MailChimp or ActiveCampaign for email, and you'd need, Wix or whatever, WordPress or something for your website, and then you'd need ClickFunnels for your sales funnels, and then you'd need, it was just getting crazy. And so after years and thousands of dollars spent testing all these things, we found Builderall, which not very many people know about yet, but everything is there pretty much. I mean, there's occasionally one thing off of it that we might use something else for, but we use it for 95% of everything we need for running our businesses, especially the online components. So if anybody has a question like, well, I'm trying to figure out how to set up my shopping cart, or I'm trying to figure out how to set up my email marketing software in Builderall, I probably know the answer. And if I don't, I can find it or show you how to find it. Or if I'm not an expert on something, I can probably tell you who is the person to listen to about that. So with that said, I'm here and I'm ready to answer your questions.
Oh, crickets, huh? That's not good. So I wanted to get farther than I was, and I realized that I wasn't my paid site. I wasn't on my paid site. I didn't have the coaching site link. So now I'm having to start all, go through the steps from the beginning step. So I haven't gotten to the point, I guess, where I could ask those other questions, because I'm literally on put the PayPal link on, and and the calendar software and stuff. So
well, speaking of those, Michelle, have you seen those tutorials that I made with the written steps?
I haven't seen those tutorials specifically, but I do have a question, and it feels a little complicated, but I'll try to simplify it. I was in the process of creating my sales funnel. And I'm also in the process of transitioning from other tools that I already have and I'm paying for. Yeah. Like I already have Teachable, I already have Acuity, I already have PayPal.
Okay.
So I'm wanting to set up a sales funnel, and
Mhm.
I'm not sure. I got stuck in how to do that because I want to keep my Teachable, my school, my online school, but I want to create a sales funnel that can connect it to the Teachable school by
Mhm.
using PayPal, not paying directly through the school, but paying me through PayPal. So then I can, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to link all those things together and how to integrate it in. So that got me stuck and it made me not do anything because I was
Yeah,
stuck.
yeah, that's one of the biggest problems, as I was saying earlier, is so many different, there's all these different things for made by different companies for different, and they each specialize in one kind of thing, and then you have to figure out how to integrate them together.
Mm,
So, but Builderall just came out with, they already had a course creator, but they just came out with a brand new one that they've been working on. So, if you use that and put your courses in that, then it'll be a lot easier. As far as, I don't know, I've tested Teachable briefly, but if you shared your screen with me and showed me what you're trying to do exactly, I might have some ideas. Like specifically, what would you like to do? Like, what's the next thing that you want to do? Like, just to start with something.
so I've got a, so I guess a lot of people will be going through this. I've got a lot of resistance to starting over with a school because I've
Mhm.
got a lot of content that's already on the school that I have. And
Sure.
the idea of taking all that off and reproducing it somewhere else feels like an enormous task. And it
Right.
would just take me
I
longer and
understand.
longer. So the easy solution would be to, create my sales funnel and
Mhm.
have the end part of that funnel be an offer of an online course that's on Teachable. But what
Sure.
I would want to do is link the offer just to my PayPal and then get PayPal to link like a coupon code or something into Teachable. I don't know if you know what I mean. So at the end of my funnel, I say, and I'm going to offer you my Habit of Happiness course. Click
Can,
here to get on the course.
can you take payments through Teachable?
You can take payments through Teachable, but I don't want to.
So how are you going to give people access to your course in Teachable?
I can give them a coupon. I can give them a code.
Okay.
That
Okay.
would take them, and I can decide what that price is because I want to be able to have that be a changeable code and a changeable price for the course, right? So I'm totally in charge of taking the payment through PayPal, and then I just give them a code.
And
But I
that's
don't.
how they get, then that's how they get into the course, is they
Yeah.
enter the code and it gives them
Yes.
access?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Well, all right. So this will be a lot easier if I can see the funnel you're trying to do. Can you share your screen with me?
I don't have anything written down, and that's the other part of it. So there's two places that I'm stuck. One is in this technical piece that I don't know how to link it together. And the other one is really being clear about what are the steps of the funnel. So I haven't created it because I haven't got this answered. And that will help me create the funnel once I know how to link it. Because
Okay. Well, I can give you like an example.
if you give me an example. So really the question is about how to get a payment at the end of a funnel through PayPal that ends up with them getting a coupon code for Teachable.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. That's pretty, I know how to do that.
Okay.
And also, so I could show you how that can be accomplished. And then as far as this, how to make your funnels, one thing that may help you is we've learned to always draw what we want on our page on a piece of paper. Draw our idea for the funnel on paper and map it out before we ever try to build anything.
Right.
Because what we've discovered in our own process is that if we don't do that, we could end up working on something for, a year.
Right.
Whereas if we draw it on a piece of paper, just sketch it with pencil, and then build it after we go, oh, I like this, then we can make it something that might take us a year in, less than a week.
Yeah.
Right. So I'd highly recommend drawing out the idea. And then another resource. So it's kind of a two-part question. So that's like how to do your funnel and then how to technically make it happen.
Yes.
So as far as like the strategy goes,
Mm.
I would recommend you learn from people that have made millions of dollars with funnels, rather than, learn from the people I learned from, and I'm happy to share those sources with you. And then as far as creating a funnel for a course, I'm actually creating a course right now, and I can tell you a really good strategy that I'm trying that I learned from somebody who's farther ahead of me on as far as doing courses, because this will be my first one. You're actually in this is like my first little start at creating a test group around what I'm going to be teaching.
Mm.
And basically the strategy of Dan Henry is instead of so what I'm doing is instead of building out a whole course and then hoping that I can, get people interested in it, is I'm actually putting out these little Zoom meetings as test groups to see if there's interest around something. And then I'm gradually turning that into, group coaching so I can start selling it. And then I'm going to turn that into an online course. So that's, as far as like strategy, that's my best tip, is to actually work with people and see what they're going for, because it's a little bit hard to come up with a whole strategy for a funnel without actually working to see what people are going for, because then it just ends up being a lot of work and you don't know if it's going to work.
Yeah.
But there is a site called, I'm sharing my screen with you now, similarweb.com. And you can actually plug in extremely successful course creators' websites and funnels into here, and you can see where they get all their traffic from.
Mm.
Right?
Mm.
And you can actually sort of reverse engineer their whole funnel strategy. So rather than trying to draw it on paper, before doing that, it might help you to look at how other people sell their courses. For example, we've been looking at Mind Valley recently.
Yeah.
So here, and I'll get into the practical aspect of how to put a coupon code and everything in a second.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to answer the first part of your question. So Mind Valley is extremely successful at selling online courses.
Mm.
Have you ever heard of them?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going to take them and I'm going to put them here into similarweb.com. And I'm doing all this for free, by the way. I don't even have a paid SimilarWeb account.
Wow.
So I'm going here and I'm finding out that they are 585th in the education category. That's their rank.
Interesting.
And they are the 10,000th just of all websites, period. So this is their category rank, 585. This country rank is all websites in the United States. And globally, they are the 15,000th most popular website in the world.
Wow.
And down here, I can look at the traffic overview and I can see, okay, they're getting 4 million people to come to their website a month.
Wow.
And I can see by country, where are they advertising their courses? Only 20% is coming from the United States. 8% is coming from India. So I can look at where all their traffic is coming from. And then I can see this is direct. So that's like people actually typing in mindvalley.com or something like that, going directly to their website. So they've branded themselves a lot. So people know their name, right? These are referrals. This is from search. So this is people actually searching for stuff in Google, right? This is from social media. This is from their mailing list. And these are display ads. So I can see that 2.89% are referrals. And the top referring site is called events.blink webinars. So they're doing some webinars.
Mm.
And EverCoach. Okay, that's actually one of their own websites. So, and then I can look over here on search. I can see that the #1 search term that's bringing people to their website is actually their own name, Mind Valley, right? So that means that they're very, people, they're like a household name now. And then, okay, I can even see that they have 3.91% paid keywords that they're paying for, they're paying Google for, right? And then here on social, I can see that 80% of their traffic so 21% of their total traffic is from social, 80% of that is from YouTube, and 18% of that is from Facebook. These other ones are hardly anything.
Yeah.
And so I can go, okay, I bet you a lot of their new traffic is coming from YouTube and Facebook, right? Because a lot of this other traffic is people already know their name, like direct, they already know they're going to mindvalley.com intentionally. Even in the search here, they're searching for Mind Valley. So this is probably where they're getting new people from mostly, right here. So if I go to their YouTube and their Facebook, which by the way, I get targeted by them on YouTube and Facebook constantly. So I know exactly how they advertise their courses. So if I go to YouTube, which is where most of their traffic comes from, and then Facebook, where the second most traffic comes from. By the way, stop me if, if this is not what you wanted to know.
Well, no, it's interesting. I think it's all good to know, right?
Sure. Yeah, this is great. Great stuff, I think. And I didn't just like learn about this site just kind of randomly. This tool is recommended by Russell Brunson, who he's, the best in the world at sales funnels and selling stuff online. He's not just some guy. So anyway, they have 1.63 million subscribers on YouTube. That's probably one of the reasons why they're getting so much traffic from there. They have a lot of subscribers. And you can use, we can see their videos here. We can see exactly how often do they post on YouTube. So 6 hours ago, 1 day ago, 5 days ago, 6 weeks ago, 6 days ago, 1 week ago. So they post several times a week. You can see what the covers of their videos look like, which something like this can be made for free with Canva. And so we see all these little videos, and these short little ones, a lot of times are the ones that they advertise. So like if I click on this one is likely that they might. When was the last? Yeah, I've seen this as an ad before. So even though it's on a channel, I know that they're using this one as an ad. And then you see right here, they're offering me this masterclass. And if I was seeing this as an ad, there would be like a link to click on the video. And maybe I looked up how to improve my memory. So they put this ad in front of that video, and then I click through, and it will go here. The ad will go here. And so what they're advertising on YouTube is this free masterclass discover Jim Quick's 10 powerful hacks to unlock your super brain so you can learn faster, retain more, and forget less. It's absolutely free, but it's playing for a limited time only. So, and then I have to enter my name and email and a date and time to reserve my spot for this masterclass. And I can tell you exactly what happens in these masterclasses. So what happens in this masterclass is for an hour, he'll teach me some really valuable information. And then him and Vishen, the founder of Mind Valley, will go into a pitch at the end for a course that's an extended, it's like a 21-day program or something like that, called a quest, to go deeper into this same topic. So they always, and by the way, this is what they always advertise. So I can show you on Facebook, they advertise, I got to get out of incognito so I won't be logged out. Okay, so on Facebook, I'll show you Mind Valley's Facebook. They're running about 1,000 ads right now on Facebook, and they advertise the same exact things that they do on YouTube. It's always the same. So their way to sell courses must be working because they do not vary at all from this strategy in any way. So if I go on their Facebook page, you can actually see now on anybody's Facebook page for any business page, you can see exactly what ads they're running. So what are they spending money on right now, and where do those ads lead? So to see that, you just go to someone's Facebook page, and in this case, we're going to Mind Valley because they're so good at selling courses. And then if you scroll down on the right-hand side, you will see a thing called page transparency. And if you click see more on page transparency on any business page on Facebook, it will tell you if they are running any ads currently. And so I can see this page is currently running ads. I can click here on go to ad library. And I can see all the ads that they are currently running on Facebook. Oh, haha, and it didn't work. Normally that works. So this is the first time I've seen it not working. Let me try it again. See if it'll come up this time, or if it's going to give me an error again. Looks like it might be working this time. Okay, it is. So, yay. All right. So we can see that they are running a heck of a lot of ads. We can see every single ad they're running. And if I keep scrolling, this will just go on forever. They are running so many ads. So clearly, this is working for them. So we can assume that this is a good strategy for selling transformational courses, or they would not be running a gazillion ads on Facebook. Now, so this is chakra healing. So they always advertise, like if you noticed on YouTube, they were advertising a specific speaker. So that was Jim Quick. These are ads for Anadea Judith. Here's ads for Neil Donald Walsh. So they're all, every single one of there's the Jim Quick one, right? So they're advertising a specific teacher in each one of these ads. There's more Jim Quick, but I'll pick somebody else this time. So some of these are videos and some of them are just pictures. If I click learn more on it, I bet you will come to a page exactly like Jim Quick's on their website, where they're going to offer me a free masterclass. See, look, it's almost exactly the same picture of this guy on the left instead of Jim Quick. Now we have Neil Donald Walsh. It says now playing. It asks me for my name, email, and reserve my spot now. And if I do this, It's going to take me to an hour-long masterclass where Neil will give me a very valuable lesson. And then at the end, him and Vishen will pitch a big discount if I act now on their extended course, you know, their 21-day course. So this strategy is being used on every single one of Mindvalley's advertisements. And one other thing I can tell you about that is that Ty Lopez, which is the first online course I ever bought, as a business course, he did the same thing. So he had a short video ad on YouTube, because I was looking up business and entrepreneurship several years ago. And he gave me some value in a short ad, just like these guys do. They have like 2, 3, 4-minute ads. And then he had me click over to a page where he had an hour-long presentation for free that gave me a lot of valuable information. And then he sold me his 67-day course. And he has sold so many of those courses. So this is clearly a very good strategy. One difference with Ty is that he doesn't make you give him his email to watch the free presentation. So I can show you, this is the exact funnel. So he ran an ad with a video. This is the first online course I ever bought. He said some things in the video which blew my mind, like, hey, if you want to be a billionaire, drop out of college, better yet, drop out of high school. And like, he said a bunch of really interesting things in his short video. And they said, hey, if you want to know the rest of which I wish they taught me in school, you know, because he's a self-made millionaire, he sent me over to this page. And then originally he was selling it for $67. And then eventually he sold me like $1,000 course, but he started off with a cheaper one. Now he's changed it so that he does $1 for 3 days, so you can try the course. So he's changed his strategy. But he has his masterclass sitting right here on the page. So the difference between him and Mindvalley, they make you give them your email, which is a strategy that works for a lot of people. And then they can remind you and keep marketing to you about their, you know, the masterclass or webinar or whatever you want to call it. But Ty, what he likes to do is have an ad that goes to a presentation where there's no barrier to you watching it. And then he pitches you right at the end of it. So he talks for about 45 minutes about what he wishes they taught him in school. He gives me tons of gold nuggets. And then he makes his offer at the end and persuades me to take his offer for his paid course, but it's always a special offer. So anyway, does that help as far as some ideas for the strategy?
Yeah, it does. It helps. And I think it's what you were talking about before when you said, you know, what you're doing is doing a Zoom meeting with test groups, and then you're doing a group coaching thing, and then you're selling the course. So is your model kind of based on that model?
Yeah, my model is based on that model. So for example, I did a webinar like this, like with a test group a few, like maybe 3 weeks ago, where it was how to get set up to do online coaching, you know, today or really fast or something like that. And I did it as an 1.5-hour presentation to see if anybody was even interested in it. And they were. We didn't even promote it that much, but you know, some people showed up. And also some of them did what I taught in it, and they got coaching clients within a week. So we thought this is worth developing into a funnel.
Yeah.
So we made we made this so we took that 1.5-hour presentation and I made it into a shorter presentation and put it on a page. And now we're marketing this page and it's pre-recorded. So as you can see, it's a little bit like Ty's page. It has a video right here, except that I'm actually giving people the first steps to set up their online coaching business right next to the video. So I'm already teaching them. So I just start teaching them right away. And then I offer them a free coaching website down here, which is what I offered in the live one. So I'm
So
kind of using, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, have you noticed a difference if you're offering something that's like evergreen as opposed to something that you're participating in like a group coaching thing? Is there a difference in the conversion on that?
Well, for sure, the group thing allowed me to get live feedback to understand where people were getting stuck. And one of the reasons I made this one evergreen is because nobody was getting stuck on these steps right here. But one thing about doing it in a group is it's easier to form a relationship with them from them not knowing me at all.
Yeah.
So what's happened with this funnel so far is Dean sent it out to his list of people he already has a relationship with, and a whole bunch of people opted in here. But for me so far, I've only, you know, spent a few bucks on Facebook ads driving them to this page. And so far, it's like those people have never seen me before, and people have to hear about something a whole bunch of times, you know? So far they don't have a relationship with me, so they're not opting in as much yet, but it could also be that we targeted it to the wrong people. And we also, we just haven't we haven't really done that much. We've only spent about 10 bucks on it, so it's hard to, there's not that much data yet. But I will say that, yeah, it's a little bit easier to take from not knowing you at all to actually forming a relationship with them in a live webinar like this. So that's why a lot of people do live webinars to sell their courses and group coaching. Because
So that's on the front end of the funnel then. That's on the front end of the sales funnel.
what, the webinar?
Yeah, the group coaching thing.
Yeah, so I'm starting like pretty much everything I'm doing. I'm starting with doing a test group, and then I'm developing funnels from there.
Okay.
So anyway, so for part 2 of your question, I'm going to take you into let me just show people. So if anybody doesn't have this page, I'll just post it in the chat right here, so that you can possibly follow along with this. Let me just post it here. All right, so if you go to this page, anybody who missed my training that I was just talking about a couple weeks ago, if you go to coaching.lifelotus.com, it'll teach you right away. I have a video and it'll teach you how to set up your Zoom account so you can do online appointments if you're a coach, consultant, teacher, anything like that. How to get paypal.me so you can get paid, how to get your free booking calendar, and then a strategy for starting to get customers right away, which Dean, can you real quick say what happened when you followed these 5 steps here that we taught you a couple weeks ago?
Okay, first of all, because it's 1, 2, 3, step by step, and the video follows those steps exactly. So I find following this video very helpful, because if you just learn a whole bunch of stuff, like there's a lot of things to learn. Like I had to learn, you know, when I had to stop putting on live events a couple months ago, I had to very quickly learn everything about this first step, which is how to set up a Zoom, how to do all the things about managing it, running it. And I'm learning all these different things, but I wasn't necessarily learning the right order to do them. And so this step-by-step process, which has evolved a little bit over the last month or two, starts you with some fairly easy things to do so people don't get discouraged right away or overwhelmed. And then what helped me was I was able to follow each of these steps very quickly because they were in order. And the video, I could stop it and start the video if I needed extra help beyond what it just says in the written version. So I was able to get these first steps on this page done very, very quickly, just following this tutorial. So, and once I had done this and I started my own, I have a webinar 3 times a week that some of you have been on. And I went from having no income after I stopped selling booths back in March, because nobody's buying booths for events they don't know if they're going to happen. I went from 0 income for a month or month and a half to now I'm actually doing better than I was putting on live events. I mean, more income when I put on live events, but I had more expenses too, because you know hotels cost me like $1,500, $2,000, whatever. So I was able to actually create a viable business within a few weeks, following these steps and the ones that come after it. And so, and it was very easy to follow. So it worked.
Thanks. I'm glad it worked for you. So, so yeah, so I just posted the link to this page for any of you that don't have it. You can follow these steps yourself if you like. And then, so I'm leading into your question. I know it's sort of a roundabout way, so sorry if it didn't seem relevant, Michelle, but
No, it's all good. It's all good.
so if you go to this, get your free gift, and you create a password. By the way, I should change that to say create password. Remind me to help you do that, Dean. So if I create a password here, and if you've already, so anyway, so I go in here, and on the second page here, which I think you, Lisa, and Michelle already signed up on Dean's page, so or through Dean's link, so he can email this to you if he hasn't already. You should have an email, but if you need another one. So you come to the second page, and it says we've already built you a website. Log in by clicking here. And then I've got a replay of the last training right here to help walk you through it. But let me go ahead and log in and get this website that we made, because you can, it's actually similar to the landing page that I was showing you here, where it has a video and then an offer. And we based it on the offers that were working for Dean, but you can easily adapt it to a different type of offer. So you just log in here, and we're just giving you a free website. Okay, so I'm already logged in. So then it says, click here to instantly get your one-page coaching website. And we made this for coaching, but you could easily adapt it. And I can show you how right now. So once you click that and you click confirm, it just goes right into your account. So now here I'm in I just got this whole website just immediately. And I've already edited it for myself. So I'll show you what mine looks like real quick, like a completed version. And then I'll show you sort of how to change it and to do the thing you're saying, which is to give people a coupon link. So here's another link. It says tinyurl.com/free Emrys 30 minutes. So this is my coaching offer, and this is a real offer. If any of you guys want to take me up on this, you could just go to this page. I'll put it in the chat here. So I'm kind of teaching you by actually doing it, because that's just kind of like, I think that's a better way to learn than just to tell people about something.
Yeah.
I just posted a link to my real offer in the chat. And here's my filled in completed page. I'm going to shoot a video for it today, actually. So the only thing I haven't finished is the video, but I was able to fill in the whole thing in, an hour or two from the template. and have my whole coaching website done. So there's my phone number, there's my name. Obviously you can tweak the colors if you want to. I'm going to shoot a new video because this is on a different topic. This is how to make your first homepage video. And I'm going to actually be doing how to choose the right tools for your business. So I'm going to make that today. And then I have an offer here that says free 30-minute coaching session plus discount coupons. And so in the video, I'm going to reveal how to know if your business will make sales before you invest your valuable time and money, how to find, test, and set up the right tools for your business and save thousands of dollars. Click here for your free website and sales funnel builder, plus email marketing software and much more. So that's my sort of version of like this type of a page where Mind Valley would be, Mind Valley would be offering a free masterclass. Ty Lopez, 67 lessons I wish they taught me in school. And I'm saying how to choose the right tools for your business and save time and money. And then I have this offer, get your free session plus coupons. So here's my offer, which is a free 30-minute session for first-time customers. So if any of you would like a free 30-minute coaching session with me, you can schedule it right here. And then I have 33% off of the next session, which is a full hour, or 50% off on weekly sessions, cancel anytime, opt in, opt out anytime. And then I have a 7-day money back guarantee, no questions asked. So that's my offer, okay? And the way I set this up I'm now going to show you how to set up super checkout, which is how you can deliver your coupon code that you're talking about, okay?
Yeah.
So we're coming full circle now. So here's that free website. So all I did was I followed this, I clicked here to instantly get it. And I came in here and I clicked on edit page. So you could get that same one if you want, or there's other templates available for you to use in the builder. If you'd prefer a different template. But this is the one we made for a simple offer with a video. And it just takes a second for the editor to load. I'll close down some of these other windows here. Okay. Hang on a second. I need to close some more windows. There we go. Okay, so now I'm in here in the website. And just real briefly, in case anybody doesn't know, the way to change any text is to just double click on it. And you can modify it just like that. And if you want to switch out your video, you just click the video, click over here on general settings, and you can paste a new link to your YouTube video. So these offers are for coaching sessions, right? But you were asking, well, how do I make an offer for my course? And I want to sell it right here on this page. And if I would if you want to follow what's working for Mind Valley and Ty Lopez, instead of just saying, here's my course here. So teach them, so give them some value in this video right here for free, right?
Yeah.
And show them that you're really going to be able to help them. And then down here, instead of saying, this is how much my course costs, make it a limited time special offer. So for Mind Valley, they're saying that to do the full course with the person they advertised, it's normally thousands of dollars, but it's $300 if you act now. And or you can get all of their courses for $500 or something, and that's worth $7,000, right? And then in Ty Lopez's, well, his initial offer when I bought it was, it's $67. It's going to be a lot more in the future. You got to get it now. And now it's try it for 3 days for $1. So it's like a special offer, right? So if you notice, I don't have anything on my page. I'm not trying to sell anything just by telling you, okay, I charge $100 an hour for coaching. I'm making you a limited time special offer. All of these are special offers. I got a free 30-minute session, limited time offer for first time customers only. And there's a couple of reasons why you got to make whatever it is a limited time offer. One is that 80% of people will not take action without some kind of a due date or a deadline. But the other reason is because it's true. As soon as I fill up all my paid weekly coaching sessions, which I only allocate 20 hours a week for one-on-one coaching, because I'm also in a band and I'm also doing these group sessions and developing a course and other things. As soon as I fill that up, I'm not going to offer any free 30-minute sessions unless I need to bring it back later to fill up my schedule again. And as soon as I've filled up sessions at these prices, then I can raise my price so that I can, if I'm starting to get too many people or what have you, maybe I don't want to offer these prices forever, but it's a lot better to make people an offer than just to try to sell something at full price. It's very hard to do that. And then, so if you don't want to do sessions and you want to do a course instead, well, I can go right here, click this panel, and I can either throw it in the trash with this delete button, or I can hide it in case I want to maybe use it later. And now I'm going to put in a whole new panel, and I'm going to make it a call to action because you're selling a course. So any of these can be completely modified, but and I don't know which one you want to use, but I'm just going to show you like fast instead of spending a bunch of time on it. So let's say you like the idea of having a picture and a little description. And so I clicked that one, and I got to wait for a second for it to create it. There, created the panel. So now I have a brand new panel. I can click here on the panel, and I can move it up back to where that other offer was. Or maybe you don't even need this panel and you just like, you know what, I just want that button that's right next to the video, right? But if you wanted a second panel here, I'm showing you how to add one and move it up. And you could swap out this picture as soon as it moves up into place. My internet connection is a little slow, so it's kind of lagging. This is all happening in the cloud. But if I click this picture, I can change it the same way I changed a video. Over here, I can click change image, and I could put in whatever picture I want. I can upload a new one by selecting a new file. Looks like I'm in Dean's account, so I could say, oh, this course is by Julia, and it'll replace what happened. Okay, I did something wrong. Maybe I'll make it Archangel Gabriel, see if that goes in. Well, for some reason it's not switching, so I'm gonna delete this. %90 of technical issues can be solved for various forms of turning it off and on again. So I'm going to just re-add in by clicking on add, then elements. I'm going to add in an image by just dragging it over here. And now I'm going to change the image like I was trying to do before to Juliana and click save. There, it worked that time. I can adjust the size here. And then if I wanted to, I could double click this text over here and I could write in the course description. And I could double click here and, I could put whatever I want here as well. Oops, double click. All right, so I could put Michelle And one of my favorite things about this builder is that almost everything else I've ever used snaps to a grid. And so you can't truly customize it. This, I can drag anything anywhere. This is true drag and drop here. So it's like a canvas where I can create anything I want, which is really cool considering I don't have to do any coding. And I have very specific ideas about what I want. So I can't always fit my ideas into a cookie cutter. So that's one of the reasons we use this. And somehow they've managed to make it still work well on mobile and be easy to manage the mobile, even though it's not snapping to a grid, which I think is really incredible. So you could have your offer down here, or you could just have it right here. So it could be this button right here. So I could change this by clicking the button, coming over to the right, clicking headline, and I can say, get, 70% off the course. And I could write limited time offer somewhere, or I can even come down, where's the sub headline? Right here to sub headline. And I could say, offer ends now, or whatever. I got to make the button a little bigger because it's not quite fitting on there. So I click on the button. I can make the size a little taller to fit that. I can also, if I wanted to add, say, a countdown timer, I could click on elements and I could come down here to timers. And I can choose one of these designs and I can change the colors or whatever I want and just drag it onto the panel. Now there's not quite enough room for it, so I'm going to click here on the panel and I'm just going to adjust the height. To where I want it. And then I could put this timer in just by dragging it where I want it to go. And then I can change the settings for the timer. I can make it a countdown. I can make an evergreen so that it'll just always reset to a certain amount of time. I could make it a specific date and time. If I want it to be, only good till, whoops. I'm having a little bit of lag here. So this is a good time to point out that it's always a good idea when you're working with especially cloud-based applications to save often. So I've made a bunch of progress. So I'm going to click save. I save like every 5 or 10 minutes very obsessively. So if you say not now, then it'll save your changes, but it won't publish them to the internet. If you say that's fine, it'll immediately put this on the internet right now. So I'm going to say not now. And so now I'm going to adjust date end. Okay, I'm going to put it as 2020. And there, now I have 226 days. This offer is good for the next 227 days. That's a little bit too long, I think. So I'll dial it back a little bit here. Okay, now it's good for 12 days. So you get the idea on the timer. You can adjust the size and colors and all kinds of things in that. But to get to your main question, so if it was this button or say this button was how they bought the course, right? So I'm going to save my work so far. And now this is, I'm finally getting to the very specific thing you asked how to do. So I hope that wasn't too roundabout. I like to give people, like I like to, sometimes I over explain, but I want to make sure people are getting everything. So if you come over here back to the dashboard where we got into the editor, there's something over here on the left called Super Checkout. And you just click on Super Checkout. And Now, if you were actually delivering this in here, you could create the coupon here, but in your case, you need to give people a code to access your course. So we're not going to do that. So the first thing that happens when you open up Super Checkout for the first time on a new website is you have to fill in your business information. It's actually illegal to sell stuff online without sending an email when they buy it with, your contact information on it. If you want to have affiliates, you can turn this switch on and create an affiliate program, but I'll skip that for now. So you click save. And all right, now I'm going to create a product. And I can put an image here. I'll just put this picture of Sophia and I. And you can kind of adjust the frame. It has to be square for now. And then I can say whatever I want here. Okay, I think I might have a question in the chat. What if I'm going to be offering sessions and courses? Can I do it on the same page, or do I need separate ones? You could do it on the same page, but I would recommend if you look at Ty Lopez's funnels, he not only has, so let me just show you real quick Ty Lopez's funnels, and I'll get back to setting this up. Just deal with this this question real quick. So this is his main website. He does not drive any traffic to his main website at all. He won't spend $1 marketing this website. But what he does have, because websites give information and legitimacy, but they're mostly for people who are already your customers to find out more about you or already fans. So each one of these things is, so I told you this is the 67 steps, the first online course I ever bought. This is a sales funnel, and he pays for ads that lead to this page. I can't even click on tylopez.com at the top. There's like no choices for me. I can't do anything. I can call if I have questions. I can watch this video, and then I can click this button where he sells me his course. And by the way, he does have coaching for sale, but he doesn't sell it to me here. So he only has one call to action on this entire funnel: join for $1. It happens over and over again. Join for $1, join for $1. So he does not offer more than one thing on the same page. So he's not even offering more than one course. So if I go up here to 5-Minute Mentor, which I just bought this one from him, he advertised on Facebook. He sent me to this page, and he sold me just this one course. This is the millionaire, or this is the money black belt course. So it's only selling this one course. But what he did when I signed up for it, for the coaching, he had me, if I click this button here, which I did recently, this worked on me. If I click this button, this is the exact, so I filled in this form, and it says phone optional right here. So he's not making me give him my phone number, but I did. And he had an autoresponder for SMS, which Builderall has one of those, by the way. But, or either he used an autoresponder, or he just had some of his people, some of his salespeople, they texted me and they offered me a free 30-minute session over the phone or over Zoom or something. So they offered the same thing that I offer for my initial coaching offer. So they went ahead and offered that, but they didn't want to confuse me with any choices at all in the actual funnel. They just made it very simple. This is the thing. And then they started marketing the other thing to me one step at a time, like, hey, would you like a coaching session? So I would recommend getting people in the door one way or the other, and then you can offer them the other thing, but not on the same page at the same time. Though you can have your main website linked to all your different funnels, which is what I see the top people who know what they're doing do. they have them on their main website, each one of these links to a funnel. Anyway, I hope that answers your question. So back to how do we create this course? So we could say product name, Michelle's course special. And then you can write a description in here. It's gonna be awesome. And then you can choose a type. This is a course. Click next. And then I already have my PayPal and Stripe set up. And if you guys want to know how to do that, it's on the page that I sent you guys all. There's detailed instructions there and a video, but also if you hit this plus button, you can follow these instructions right here and set up your PayPal or your Stripe or whatever. So I'll go ahead and just choose my test PayPal so I can test it. Then here I choose US dollars, refund period. This doesn't really matter actually that much here, but you can really set it for, you can really say whatever you want for your refund on your page. And then here, if it's a single payment for lifetime access to your course or what have you, you would say single payment. If it's a monthly subscription, you would say recurring payment. And I have, for my coaching, I have both a recurring weekly one and a single one. And then you come down here and you enter in the price. You click next and choose 3 steps checkout for starters, because the 2-step one is a little bit more, it's more involved to set up. This one's the super easy, get it going, you know, get it launched, start marketing it. So I just use this one. And then you choose your thank you page where they're going to get the instructions after they pay. It's like the page it takes them to. And then you choose the page you're going to sell it on, which that in this case is this page. And then you click next. And mailing boss, that's a topic for another question. But this is if you want to set up like an autoresponder and stuff like that. For now, we're going to keep it super simple, minimum viable product. So here's the thank you email. So this is going to be a default, but in your case, I'm going to uncheck that. So before I even set up all my email marketing fancy software, this is the fastest way to get it going. Here's your access code, whatever you want to put here. And then you can actually say, whatever you want in here. You can even put a picture, or looks like you can even put a video. Yay, so excited to have you in my course. Here's your access code. And you could say whatever your access code is. And then if you want, say somebody starts to buy it, but then they get a phone call or they on the fence, you click this, you can send them a reminder to, if they didn't finish filling out their cart, you can send them a reminder. And you could actually make a custom message if you want, or you can just forget that for now, it's up to you. And then click next. Click next again. And if you were hosting this on Builderall, you would click here on, this is their brand new e-learning platform that they just made to you know, be able to, you know, their goal was to make it as good as Teachable and all these other things. If you hosted your course on Builderall, you would just click here to register them. But in your case, they're just going to get emailed that code. So you come here, you hit next, come to terms of use, create your product.
So Could they get the email of the code and the link to the website at Teachable at that point?
Absolutely. You can
Yeah.
you can put whatever you want in there. So
Yeah.
here, I'll come in here into edit. And I will go to my email campaign here. Here's your access code, love. Enter it
Yeah.
here. And then I could go, oh, what did I do? Okay, enter it here. And I could actually make this a link if I want to, just by clicking link.
Mm.
And then
Mm.
I could go, I don't know what your, but for just examples sake.
Teachable.
So I could go ahead and just put a link in here, click save, and that is now a link.
That's excellent.
So just click save. And you can do fancy stuff, which I haven't even gotten into too much myself, but you can actually create multiple products and then create an offer where if you act now, you get 50% off the course, plus you get my bonus, you know, my book and my da-da-da. Then you can create an offer and you can add multiple products and sort of bundle them together like that, or have add-ons. But for now, we're going to keep it simple. So then you just click here on links. And here's your checkout URL. You just copy that to your clipboard. And you come back here to the editor. And if it was this button, I would do it here. If it was this button, I would do it here. Or maybe I want it in both places. Like you saw on Ty Lopez's funnel, he had the button more than once on the page. So I can just click here, set link. And I can just paste the link I just copied from Super Checkout into there. Now I'm just going to clone this button. And let's say I wanted more persuasion down below here. I can move it down here, right?
Mm.
And then now I've got it in two places. I could move it down here again, wherever I want it. I can save that. And now I can actually go look at this web page. Let me see here. So I can go to this website page now. And if I want to, I can hook up a custom domain up here. But it just assigned me one because I didn't do that. But I can go look at the page. It's already live. And I can click this button. It opens up the checkout. Has what I wrote there. It has the picture that I put in. I can click continue. And then I can just test this out. I have it in test mode, so it's not going to actually charge me anything. And I wonder if this one will work. This is the test number from Stripe. Otherwise, I can go get the PayPal one. Oh, currency conversion. Now, why is it wanting to do that? I must have did something funny. Go back in here. I thought I said US dollars, and I did. So that's, I haven't seen that before. I'm not sure why it's doing that. It might be updating something right now. But anyway. Okay, this is actually from PayPal. So PayPal must be doing something today. Strange. What's GBP? Does anybody know what global
Yeah, it's English pounds, Great Britain pound, probably.
So I guess PayPal's doing some thing with telling people what the global rate of things is now. But anyway, I'm just gonna not worry about that for now.
But that's excellent. I mean, that does all the things that I needed to do. It links PayPal, it gives me a code, takes me straight into Teachable.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pay. See if it'll take that test card number. That's Stripes, so it might not. If it doesn't, I'll get the PayPal ones. I've just started trying to hook PayPal up instead of Stripe recently, so I don't know the test number off the top of my head.
Hmm.
But let's see if it works.
Well, that's great that you can do all of that
Yes.
integrated all together through those steps. That's excellent.
Awesome. Yeah, I really like it. Makes things a lot easier. Okay, that's still doing its thing, still spinning. So I'm gonna try, I'm gonna get the PayPal test credit cards. Another thing you can do is just test it in live mode, but make it 10 cents or 50 cents or $1.
Yeah.
That's another, quick, easy way to test something.
So do you have to have a code from PayPal to do a test?
You just remember when I was in Super Checkout and I said how to add your payment processor and just follow these instructions.
Yeah.
It shows it. Yeah, that's where you get it.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Fake, get credit card numbers. Yeah, this one's just spinning. So something isn't right. So I'll use one of their official numbers here. Okay. Oops, not American Express. Let's do a Visa. Oh, I'll just use this one right here. All right, let's see if this works. Okay, I think it's working like it's supposed to now. I don't know what happened there, but this is how it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
It's supposed to pop up this PayPal window.
Hmm.
All right. Seems to be acting the way I'm used to now. All right. Pay now. And it would have been easier if I just logged into PayPal. So I'm doing it in the hardest way possible, which is using a credit card through a guest. Okay, so this GBP is from PayPal. This is not Builderall.
Interesting.
So this is some new thing as of today, because I think I tested something. This is either today or yesterday. So PayPal is now you can do pay in GBP using PayPal's conversion rates.
That's interesting. So they're putting everything in pounds rather than dollars.
Yeah, but I can still choose dollars. So that's very strange. I have no idea why PayPal is doing that. That is for somebody with different expertise than me. So now it says thank you, and I can click here to access. And I'll also get an email, and if it was your account, you would get an email. In this case, I was using Dean's account. So here's the thank you page. Now, in this case, it was a thank you page for coaching. That's why it says schedule your appointment. But if you're in here in sorry, if you're in here, where is it? I got too many things open now. If you're in here, you could just click edit page on this thank you page. And you could change it to say, your code is love, click here to go access the course now. So you could just edit, as I taught you to do earlier. You could say, thank you, your code is love. Please click the button and go enter it to access the course immediately. And you could have like a little welcome video here. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And then also it sent Dean a message that says, you've got a new sign up or whatever. Not you, because we didn't use your account. But if I go to my inbox, there's actually, so this would be from you, right? It's only from LifeLoad because that's what Dean's account says to say, right? That's the business. So when we filled out this super checkout here and we put in business info at the beginning, we put in LifeLotus right here. So that's where it's pulling that from.
Right.
And this is what we put as the subject line. Okay, so actually, it looks like I'm the seller. So yeah, I know why that is too. It's because when we filled out the super checkout, see, I put my email address right here.
Yeah.
So it actually thinks I'm the buyer and the seller. So it sent me, here's what I got as the seller. You sold a product. Michelle's course special. And here's the name of the buyer, right?
Wow.
And their email. And then here is me as the buyer. I got, here's your access code. This is just all the stuff I wrote.
Yeah.
Yay, so excited to have you in my course. Here's your access code. Enter it here. Thank you. And I click here and it takes me to that's what I put in, teachable.com. So there you go.
All that. I love all that. It's super excellent.
Yay.
Motivated to get going.
What?
But it sounds like, maybe part of the reason why I haven't completed it is things are evolving into recommending that we do in-person like coaching to invite people into the course rather than doing like an evergreen step-by-step funnel, informational funnel.
Well,
The recommendation is to have you live in that funnel, right?
Well, I can tell you what, remember talking about Russell Brunson earlier? He's like the best salesman in the world. Like he last year, he became the highest paid speaker in history because he sold, he didn't ask for a speaker fee at the 10X conference. He said, I just want half. I'll give you 50% of whatever I can sell from stage of my own products.
Yeah.
And he sold 3 million to the guy's audience in an hour. So they all rushed to go get his offer.
Yeah.
And he's the guy who has actually popularized the term sales funnel. And he's helped, every kind of business there is. He's helped a bunch of businesses create $1 million sales funnels, and he's sold millions of dollars of his own products. And I can tell you exactly what he says to do. He says, before you make an evergreen webinar, you should do it live until he calls it the perfect webinar. He said you should do it live until, you've done it with real people enough times that you get one where everybody's excited. There's a lot of people on there. They're all chatting. You figured out how to answer everybody's questions and deal with their objections. And when you make your pitch at the end, a bunch of people sign up. Then he says, turn that into an evergreen webinar. And that's how he created his own evergreen webinars that are still running.
Right. So for now, in the beginning stages, do your research, be in the middle with the coaching. Yeah. Excellent. That's great. That explains why it hasn't been done yet. All those pieces were necessary. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And Dean, what is it that you do? Sorry, Michelle.
Well, I'm a life coach and I teach. I've got a happiness course. I've got a course on intuition, and that's really what I'm going to want to put through first. I think is an intuition training course.
Dean, do you think that something like that could fit into your weekly things that you're doing right now?
Absolutely. And what Emerus is talking about, Michelle, is because we're not putting on live events, we've been focusing on our online webinars, and we're going to create a full, daily schedule of, weekly courses. So if you're interested in doing something like that as a promotion, you're welcome to contact me about setting that up.
Yes, I'm interested and I certainly will. I'm motivated now to get on with the job of creating the funnel and creating the training. I've created the course. I've got a lot of pieces and I just need to put them all together and get them in the template and in the sequencing. And then I'm absolutely interested in doing that, Dean. I would love to.
Told you, let me know when you're ready to
Rock and roll.
look it up.
I will. And thank you, Lisa, for being patient with all of my questions. I'm sure you might have some of your own.
You solved a lot for me. I got a lot out of this for the big picture. So it was awesome. Especially I didn't know that Builderall had a link for building your own courses inside it. So am I unmuted?
Yes, we can
Yeah,
hear
you
you.
are.
Oh, okay.
So I've got one last question before I go. I know that you guys recorded this and you put it on YouTube. Can we watch it again? Or is that available for us to see on YouTube?
Yeah, we'll post it and email it out to you guys.
Great.
So yeah, that's kind of the idea. Like so what my dad was just talking about with his series. So this is my basically weekly talk on his online ongoing event. And then the idea is if you missed the live one, well, we'll post a replay, but then, we might like cycle in the next week's replay and just it's kind of like a TV station where stuff's cycling in.
Excellent.
So, but one thing I wanted to tell you is that I just noticed that you're on your free trial of Builderall has expired.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you know, but if you log in, and on the upper left-hand corner, you choose plan. They have a brand new free plan.
Oh, okay.
A free forever plan. And so you can go ahead and take as much time as you need on that free plan to play with your funnels. And then you only have to start paying when you're ready to like hook up a custom domain and get some more marketing tools and some fancier stuff. But for just starting to build your funnel, you only need the free plan. You can even launch it. You just won't have your custom domain. It'll have like I showed you earlier, kind of they assign you one.
Mm.
But you can actually launch it, and it's pretty cool that they let you actually launch funnels before you're even paying.
That is excellent. It's so cool. I just keep getting more and more impressed with this company and the things that you're showing me. I just need to do my work. That's it. That's all. And are you doing this every week, did you say, at this time?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, so every week, I was trying to be really specific, but now I'm sort of starting to lean towards what would people like to learn next. And I've been getting like a lot of requests, for example, or how to set up email marketing.
Yeah.
So I might do the next one on that and spend like a half an hour just kind of showing how to set it up, and then just go into just kind of like this where I take questions, because ultimately I feel like what I'm good at is people ask me, how do I do this? What tool should I use? How do I set it up? And then I just tell people, oh, this is the tool, this is how. Yeah. And since I don't know exactly what people are getting stuck on, I kind of want to keep it like maybe do a little presentation and then mostly just take questions from the audience of what they're stuck on until I really understand. what people need, because to me, it's all pretty easy. I've started to realize that what's easy for one person is not easy for other people. So
Yeah.
I don't understand, without actually getting the questions, what people want.
When you know it, it's easy. When you don't know it, it's easy
Yeah.
to get lost in the whole shuffle of things. But you certainly answered my question, and that was extremely helpful for me. So
Great.
thank
Well,
you.
you're welcome. I'm glad to be of assistance. And if you'd like a free half hour of coaching
Yes.
to help you,
Yes.
you can just go to coaching dot life. What is my?
Life Lotus.
No,
Life
no,
Lotus.
sorry, that's the wrong one. That's the one to get that's the one to get basically the replay of the previous trainings, like how to do this and that.
Okay.
The one that I'm thinking of,
It's in the chat, Emrys, free Emrys 30-minute.
oh, that's the one. So yeah, if you want to, yeah, it's already in the chat. I'll post it again for you.
Okay. Is
So-
there a time frame on that? Does it have an expiration date?
No, it's a limited time in the sense that I only do 2 or 3 of them a day. So when my calendar gets booked up, then it's limited by that. And then also once I'm doing 20 hours of coaching a week, I don't offer it until I have slots open up.
Okay. So I just need to get on with my job, and then I'll have questions. I'll have new questions.
Yeah, and you can always come back on
Yes.
these as many
Yes.
times as you want, and you could save my free 30 minutes for the really difficult stuff if you like.
Okay. Excellent. So good. Thank you so much for doing this. It's really helpful.
You're very welcome. So anything else anybody wants to know? How to do it?
No, it covered a couple things I forgot, so I'm just gonna have to sit down and do it right now, so I don't have some time blocked out, so I don't forget again.
Okay, and you have access to that page with the instructions and the replay from before?
Yeah, and I think what I'll do is I'll just have the tablet playing the video next to me while I'm doing it on the computer, so I can stop as I go and get it done. I think that's my action plan. And then if
Okay.
I get stuck, I'll take you up on the
Great.
coaching call.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
How about you, Dean? Any questions from you before I go?
No, I'm good. Do I need to do something about the recording, or are you going to do it?
Well, all we really need to do is take it off YouTube and put it on a page. Just copy the link and put it on a page.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
And then just send it out as a replay.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See you
Bye,
later.
everyone. Thanks for being here.